Welcome to Dr. Mind, your ultimate guide to understanding the human mind. We're here to unravel the mysteries of our mental processes, bringing you insights into why we think, feel, and act the way we do. Today, our focus is on a common mental trap we all fall into from time to time: overthinking. What is overthinking, you ask? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when we dwell excessively on our thoughts, analyzing, replaying, or obsessing over them more than necessary. It's like a hamster wheel in our mind, spinning endlessly without moving forward. Understanding overthinking is crucial, as it can significantly impact our lives, from how we make decisions to how we sleep. But don't worry, we're not just here to highlight the problem. We'll also be sharing practical strategies to overcome overthinking using real-life examples and easy-to-understand language. Now let's dive into the 10 effects of overthinking on our lives. Firstly, overthinking often leads to high levels of anxiety. Our minds become a turbulent sea of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, causing our hearts to race and palms to sweat. Consider a job interview. You might find yourself dwelling on every potential question, every possible mistake. This overanalysis creates a state of constant worry and unease, even when there's no real threat. The overthinking mind becomes a breeding ground for anxiety, turning simple tasks into daunting challenges. Thus, overthinking can lead to unnecessary stress and worry. Secondly, overthinking can make decision-making a difficult process. You see, when we overthink, we tend to get lost in a sea of possibilities, unable to pick a course of action. The simplest decisions, like what to eat for lunch, become complex debates in our minds. We weigh pros and cons, imagine potential outcomes, second-guess ourselves, and before we know it, we've wasted precious time stuck in a mental loop. Overthinking, therefore, often leads to indecisiveness. Thirdly, overthinking can cause sleep problems. When our minds are buzzing with thoughts, it becomes difficult to switch off and enter a state of rest. You might find yourself lying awake at night, replaying scenarios or worrying about future events. This restless mental activity can lead to insomnia or poor quality sleep, leaving you feeling tired and unrefreshed when morning comes. The constant churn of thoughts can also disrupt your sleep patterns. So, overthinking could be the reason you're not getting a good night's sleep. Fourthly, overthinking can negatively impact our relationships. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, gaining momentum and size. It starts with a small worry, then spirals into a whirlwind of hypothetical scenarios. This constant state of worry and doubt can lead to misunderstandings, sparking unnecessary arguments. It can also create undue stress, not only for the person overthinking but also for their loved ones. It's like a fog that obscures the beauty of our relationships, causing discord and strain. Overthinking, therefore, can cause a strain in our relationships. Fifthly, overthinking can lead to decreased productivity. When we're caught in a loop of excessive thoughts, we often find ourselves stalled, unable to make progress in work or school tasks. We might even fall into a pattern of procrastination, as the weight of our thoughts makes it challenging to start or complete projects. Over time, this can impact our performance and hinder our growth. We may miss out on opportunities or fail to meet our goals. Thus, overthinking can hold us back from reaching our full potential. Let's now quickly look at the last 5 effects of overthinking. First in our list, we have mental health issues. Overthinking often acts as a catalyst, escalating minor concerns into severe mental health conditions. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and faster with each passing second. This can lead to disorders such as depression and anxiety, creating a vicious cycle that may be challenging to break. Next up, we have physical health problems. Believe it or not, our thoughts can significantly affect our bodies. When we overthink, our body perceives this as a form of stress. In response, it releases stress hormones, which can lead to a myriad of health issues such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and even a weakened immune system. The mind-body connection is strong, and it's essential we don't underestimate its power. The third effect we're discussing today is a decreased problem-solving ability. Overthinking tends to cloud our judgment and decision-making capabilities. Instead of finding solutions, we become stuck in a loop of endless possibilities and what-if scenarios. It's like being in a maze with no clear path out. The more we overthink, the more difficult it becomes to navigate our way through problems. Our fourth effect is reduced creativity. With overthinking, our minds are so occupied with worries and doubts that there's little room left for innovative ideas or creative thinking. It's as if we're trying to paint a masterpiece, but our mind keeps focusing on the potential mistakes we could make, hindering our ability to let our creativity flow freely. Finally, we'll discuss the negative impact on overall life satisfaction. Overthinking often leads to a constant state of worry and discontent. We may find ourselves always second-guessing our decisions and actions, leaving us feeling unsatisfied and regretful. It's like trying to enjoy a beautiful sunset, but our mind keeps focusing on the inevitable darkness that follows. These are the ways overthinking can significantly affect our lives. Whether it's mental or physical health issues, decreased problem-solving ability, reduced creativity, or a negative impact on our overall life satisfaction, the effects are profound and far-reaching. Remember, our mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it needs to be used correctly. Overthinking is like a power drill with no off switch. It can be helpful at times, but left unchecked, it can cause more harm than good. So, let's strive to find the balance, maintain our mental health, and live our lives to the fullest. Stay tuned as we move on to the next part of our discussion, ways to overcome overthinking. If you found this information helpful, please remember to subscribe to Dr. Mind for more insightful content. Together, we can navigate the complexities of our minds and strive for better mental health. Now that we know how overthinking affects us, let's talk about how to overcome it. First off, it's crucial to recognize overthinking when it happens. It's like an uninvited guest. You can't ask it to leave if you don't know it's there. This awareness is the first step in breaking the cycle. Next, let's discuss mindfulness. This is about focusing on the present moment without judging it. When your mind starts to spiral, anchor yourself in the now. You might focus on your breath, the sensation of your feet on the ground, or the sounds around you. This can help you break free from the grip of overthinking. Another powerful tool is cognitive behavioral therapy, often shortened to CBT. This is a type of therapy that helps you understand how your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected. By identifying distorted thought patterns, you can start to challenge and change them. Even if you can't access a therapist, there are many CBT techniques and exercises available online. Lifestyle changes can also make a big difference. Regular exercise, for example, can help reduce anxiety and improve mood, making it easier to keep overthinking at bay. Similarly, a healthy diet and adequate sleep can boost your overall mental well-being. Remember to be patient with yourself. Overcoming overthinking doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It's like learning to play an instrument. You wouldn't expect to master the piano in a day, would you? Let's consider a real-life example. Imagine you're worried about a big presentation at work. Instead of letting your mind race with thoughts of everything that could go wrong, practice mindfulness. Focus on your breath. Then, use CBT techniques to challenge any negative thought patterns. And finally, make sure you're taking care of your physical health. Get a good night's sleep, eat a nutritious meal, and maybe even squeeze in a quick workout before the presentation. Remember, overcoming overthinking is a journey, but with the right strategies, it's definitely possible. This is a path to a healthier and happier mind, and you have the power to walk it. So take that first step, you've got this. And that concludes our exploration of the effects of overthinking. We've journeyed through the 10 ways this habit can impact our lives, from the anxiety it induces, the difficulty it brings in making decisions, to the sleep problems it causes, its impact on our relationships, and how it decreases our productivity. Remember, understanding these effects is the first crucial step towards managing overthinking. But knowledge alone isn't enough. We also discussed practical strategies to overcome this mental trap. Strategies that I, too, have used in my own life. Overthinking is a common habit, but it doesn't have to rule our lives. By recognizing its effects and implementing strategies to combat it, we can regain control of our thoughts and, by extension, our lives. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Dr. Mind. Let's continue this journey of understanding our minds together.